YouTube, this is Cosmic Rider TV. I'm Mark Ryder, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I will greatly appreciate that. Today, we are going to talk about this new movement called Passport Bros. Now, initially, it does come across as a simp movement, but I think there's more to it than that. So it started off in the US, and it's basically consists of men that are divorcees or men that are unsuccessful in finding a suitable wife and a suitable partner. So they are getting their passports, which is a big thing in the States, apparently, because apparently 80% of Americans don't have passports. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, they're getting their passports and they're flying out to places like Asia and Europe. And their goal is to find suitable wives, feminine wives, cultured wives that make better, that apparently are more suitable for marriage, more agreeable, more feminine and submissive, submissive. But apparently, in England, men have been going to Thailand and Philippines for decades. When I've traveled to Asia, I've traveled to Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. I've seen grown-ass Englishmen over there with married to young girls. Some of them have left their wives back at home, their English wives, and gone over there and never looked back. Left their kids and everything to go with these women. And majority of the time, they're the financial provider. They're in a position to provide financially. So, my point is, this is nothing new, yeah? But in America, it's become a movement now called Passport Bros. And I don't know how I feel about it. My take on it is, if you're struggling to be successful, if you're unsuccessful in relationships at home, running away or seeking a relationships overseas is not necessarily going to guarantee you success. Maybe it's you as a man that needs to need to take a step back, and maybe it's your choices that you're making, and why are you attracting toxic relationships? You know what I'm saying? Because you only attract what you are. But then again, in some cultures, divorce is not even in their vocabulary. A lot of cultures, they don't even know what divorce is, because you get married and you stay married. That being said, yes, back home, even in my culture, the women tend to have more values. They're more divorce is more more uncommon, and you're more likely to find someone that you're more compatible with if you marry into your own culture or marry a God-fearing woman. I believe that it's important to marry for a woman to have some type of spiritual or godly grounding, or not necessarily religious, but stable grounding, All right, let's take a look at what they're saying about these Passport Bros.
You pay attention to the Passport Bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
Excuse me? Tell me you haven't been to Philippines without telling me you haven't been to Philippines. And for your information, those countries that you just mentioned, we have more stricter education and school system than here in the United States. So actually, Filipinos are multilingual. English is our second language, and we speak 150 dialects in my country. Also, we speak Spanish because Spaniards colonize us. Even if you say some area in the Philippines are poor, but still they can speak English. We have English subject from nursery till college. That's always part of our curriculum. And plus, I've been here in the United States for 7 years, and I can tell you that you don't guys even speak your own language. At least me, I can say shrimp, not scrimp, and I ask, not ask.
Women that
Women
that need
them. That was a very ignorant statement, I must say. Women that are less educated. Come on, man. You can tell when someone hasn't traveled and you haven't seen the world. You can't just make assumptions unless you've been there. You can't say that the women overseas. You don't know. You have to go and see it for yourself, and it's very ignorant. It's very offensive, and I mean, these guys are intelligent professional men and they're going overseas to find wives. You can't tell me that, you know, there's something that's attracting them. But that attitude right there is very, very ignorant. And that lady made herself look really silly. Anyway, let's see what else they got to say.
Women are raised to be wives. They learn everything
these other communities,
from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't. Stop it. Y'all know y'all don't.
This is ridiculous. Girl, why would you be mad and upset if your man goes to other country and find love of their life there? First, it's none of your business. Second, it's their money. It's their life. And it's not foreign women's fault if American men fall for them instead of you. You must understand, like us Filipino, we are naturally sweet and naturally compassionate. Doesn't matter if you are our boyfriend, husband, or lover. If you are just our friend or cousin or whatever, neighbor, we are naturally like that. Okay? And that's what they like about us because we are just sweet. We're very personable, understanding, caring. It's not because we are submissive. We're not submissive. You ask my husband that, he will tell you I'm not submissive.
This is the thing that there's a bit of a misconception, a bit of confusion as to what the word submissive gets used quite a lot, especially in the red pill and the manosphere community. And I think people pick on that word, but they don't really understand comprehend the true context of it, of how it's being used. Now, when we say submissive, we're not saying you're going to put a chain around your neck and treat you like a dog, or you must go and make dinner or be at your husband's command. No, because there are times when a man must be submissive to his wife as well. But what we're saying that is someone who's just agreeable. Let your husband lead. Someone that's going to let you lead and respect you to lead the empire. Yeah, when they say submit, we mean to leave the decisions, the important decisions, down to the husband to make, because trust in your king that you chose, trust that he will guide and protect your empire and bring you both to a place of success and peace. That's what we mean by being submissive. Yeah, so surrender the responsibility to your husband, which is how it should be, right?
We are just naturally family-oriented people, that's all. And you can't deny the fact here in the United States, it's not like that anymore. And can you hear yourself? You just said that these men are useless and unstable here in the United States. So why care? Why care if they find somebody else outside United States? Find somebody that love them and care for them. You are just contradicting of what you are saying. That's the reason why, that kind of mouth of yours, that's the reason why your man leaves you.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow. That's a hard one to digest. Yeah, she has a point. That mouth, man, the mouth is not really feminine. It's not what people are looking for. It's not what a man needs. It's so hard being a man in this world, you know. It's not easy. We fight and battle every day with all sorts of different elements, surrounded by so much harm. And to come home to a woman who's not agreeable and who's hostile, we don't need that. Men don't need that, you know. They just want to be loved, and you want some love and affection, man. You know, we don't want to have to handle a woman. You know what I mean? But, you know, we must do better. But yeah, you know, it's a big thing, this passport bros thing, you know? You know what I mean? I mean, check all this out. Like,
It's sweeter.
Yeah, we taking over this year. We taking over this year.
it's like, you know, it's a shame because there's probably many men out there that want to, you know, they've met women and they've tried to make it work, and it's not just down to the women. The women, it's the men as well, man. You know, a lot of men don't hold themselves in high standards these days. You know, men don't have much standards. They just go with anything. They're so driven by their genitalia. You know, they got no self-respect. They're just thirsting. I see them online. It's disgusting. It's despicable, yeah? But what can I say, yeah? I'm disgusted in men. to be honest with you. And I'm not surprised that women have become masculine, you know. But it's at the same time we have to work together. You know, we have to realize and have some accountability for where we're going wrong and how we can improve ourselves. Yeah.
I don't trust the girls I see here raising my kids because I have seen women
But that's
sniffing
how
out,
kids as well,
sniffing
though.
out lines in front of their kids.
Those are not only your kids; those
Yeah,
are
but
your
that can
kids
happen
as well.
everywhere.
Anyway, literally.
I've seen girls sniffing out lines in front of their kids.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
those are
it's a
not.
cultural difference.
No,
you're sleeping with these women though.
Yeah,
is the
he's
question.
correct.
I feel
but
like
those
it's
are
a
not fit
cultural
mothers.
difference. I don't think you can't find a wife in this country, but it's about the odds.
It's about the nature and the
See,
nurture.
see if you're in this country, it'll be at odds. You might have to go through 50 girls to find one that you could potentially marry. I feel like in your country, because the culture is different, you probably have to only go through 5 girls to find a wife.
But the thing is, when we're talking about simping, right?
Yeah.
The thing is with women in the Western world,
But
and women in the Western world, they seem like they want guys to simp.
Do you know
Hang
why?
on, wait. They want guys to simp for them. Okay? So what happens is when a man simps for a woman, right? It puts him in the feminine and it puts a woman in her masculine.
Yeah.
And so what happens is that the man starts to be a woman and the woman starts to be a man. And so what happened and so I'm just saying, and so what happens is that the dynamics of the relationship get skewed. And so women, while they may like, because women generally like attention, you're women, you like attention, right? However, too much attention from a simp, you ain't gonna respect him.
I mean, just think
of the guys that you guys have liked the most. I mean, were
Right.
they really simping for you,
Can I
or
say
they weren't
something
giving you
to
the
what you
attention
said?
you wanted?
Do you know what?
A man you only feel like the woman is taking the man's role if the man is not providing and doing the masculine, being the masculine
Do you know
that
what I
he
think
needs
the
to
difference
be.
is?
Because a woman will
energy comes out.
automatically go into a feminine energy as soon as she finds that alpha male, whatever you want to call it.
Do you know what I think the
But
difference is?
why would men provide traditionally when they don't get traditional women?
Exactly.
But
Like how many of us are 22-year-old virgins on here?
Right.
Me,
But it's also part
Me,
of the social
me,
culture
me,
as well.
me.
And that's the reason why there's a lot of
On God.
influence. There's a lot of
On God.
influence.
I was a virgin.
so-
No, I said
Stop the
R.
cap.
I
You're a
said
20-year-old
R.
virgin.
I
I
said
was, there's a lot of
R.
influence
No,
out there.
Yeah, that was a good point that she made about, you know, a woman will naturally go into her feminine energy when she's around the right man that's in fulfilling his masculine purpose of providing and protecting and leading. He has to be someone to aspire to be worthy of leadership, have leadership qualities, have kingship mentality. And men need to stop thirsting. You see these men that grew up and they haven't had much success with women, yeah? They overrate sex, yeah? A man that's lived and had all his fun in his young days and done all that understands that sex is overrated and he doesn't care about that. Now he's on his purpose. When you're there, I see these dudes online, they're thirsting and everything is sexualized, man. Like they never got none. You know, you lot ain't had enough experience. You know, you lot think sex is this big thing. It's supposed to be a sacred ritual. You should be on the level of wanting deeper connection and understanding the deeper connection of sex when you're in your late 30s. Not running around like some boy trying to rack up bodies. Like, that's some little boy business. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're still doing that. But I understand people ain't had as much sexual success as some other men, but, you know, there comes a time when you have to... Well, that's what I call a hard talk. That's a very, very hard talk and a very, very controversial topic there, man. But it's also real and a conversation that needs to be had. You need to have a lot of insight to be able to have these conversations and understand where we went wrong as individuals, what we've done, what part we played in this whole, in this chaotic situation that we have in the West, where men and women just can't combine, they're not compatible, there's such a divide. I believe it's been socially engineered through music, through media, through the media, through films. Look at Netflix, look at EastEnders, look at all of these shows right now, yeah, and tell me, you know, that ain't got nothing, that hasn't got something to do with how broken our society is, yeah? I'll leave it at that. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, comment down below, let me know what you think about this video. And I'll see you soon, guys. 1.